You are a leader of the Igbo community. If they've elected you, shut up and be like that and stop this nonsense. Let me speak to you.
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana.
You are not a chief of Igbo. You are the leader of Igbo communities. You are not a chief. Stop calling yourself that. You are not, and you can never be. We are fast as anybody. So we better ask my task as a building kingdom. Kingdom now building for 15 years. Are you normal? I see me and why you're Thomas non-citizen for more than 50 years.
So you are welcome back to Vibes 24 Trends. You want another update be at the Mauna. This particular update, trendy Ghana high park as any kitwa and the different stories up and down. Efa the Igbo King. No, na some no say Okatakyie Afrifa on for the record so no ababe schoolie Igbos and Nigerians at say nyasem kitwa na said your obo na adwen ema the Igbo King no me say you will be shocked. According to Okatakyie Afrifa no or say Captain Smart edi na fu ene nam na also no onim ne ha Captain Smart adwen at say nam so ema Captain Smart itimi call ye ema obi ofri ni kurom aba Ghana e kire say was Captain Smart as a sub chief of fire a Gifty adoye any hopes in adoye or fire omumu nyina say nyasem kitwa no Okatakyie Afrifa kire mu a or say otonkra ama ye interior minister. I say as soon as possible I was ultimate deporting the self-acclaimed Igbo King because man in sema or kind man will cause chaos and also a fight between Ghana and Nigeria. Also otie man in sembi or can and then a home swore just or de kasa na say ochilemu or say man no is not supposed to be in Ghana. Na ye na himpo kran say or say man ne koka sembi ochilemu say Ghanaians hate Igbos. Wasi masa ahane wasi mi Okatakyie Afrifa mi wo namfofo bebre o mi Igbofo mi wo Nigeria fo namfo nanso you this man you have to be deported ochiremu a wasi if the Igbos are saying you are their leader shut up and be their leader and some Okatakyie Afrifa kan ye no me person ka be hwe video we to the last end na wa hwe school a the man ne call ye any the way obo na adwen man no left right center.
You need an express approval from men who are the original owner holding the Alodia title. And yes, idea you cannot give it's also by building a kingdom. What 250 plots. That's what the Bibema you be what the command one. Yes, I go pram him for no. Who are the real owners of the land? The Alodia title owners, and they also seek permission. So which kingdom is he building? Or building kingdom no way? Because when the assassin will be through any other sublease agreement. You are supposed to seek permission from the Nego Prampramoness. So the kingdom will build the idea. What nonsense is that? And even per the arrangement of a constitution. Or maybe sit down here. Or here permit from the assembly. After what I say, I'm going to build a kingdom and we will name this and this over this. Even naming of roads, you need an express approval from the assembly. Then you come here and you want to impose yourself on people and what kind of nonsense is that? You want to create confusion.
Exactly.
When you impose yourself on the people naturally will rebel. Now you are trying to create some tension which is not there. We have been living with our Nigerian brothers for years. Our Hausa brothers have been here for more than 100 years. Have they come in to say they are creating their Hausa kingdom? Even Nigerians, you have different tribes and your tribal tensions. By the virtue of the fact that you are trying to raise this thing as if Ghana is in support of Igbos against Yorubas, Igbos against other tribes, you will be creating a certain tension in Ghana we are not ready for. And it's a threat to our national security. What kind of nonsense is this? Then you come into our nation. And even when they have told you that what you are doing, it has the tendency of raising tribal tensions. And then there's a video that this guy came to answer. And if you look at the arrogance in which he was speaking, as if he owned the country, saying that what you are saying is a hate speech. Nonsense, my brother. What kind of nonsense is that? Nobody hates Igbos. Nobody hates Yorubas. Nobody hates houses. We are only saying that don't impose yourself on the people. And stop being arrogant. You come to people's land, you disrespect them. And when the people are complaining, you come in and some arrogance. There's a hate speech.
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana.
Okay, so Danny, hold on, pause with me. So our question asked to a question of whether or you chief of Igbo community or not. There is a case called Rimoshi. The courts have settled that when it comes to say, and conformity to Kotna baby, as ye nya candinabia would do manim. Sabaya or Chanaka will be the Bonia, you bet me a Tracy. A two America, you were Santa for him in New York, you were this, you were that. Sanian Mo free through her bass and Memqua, you almost see for him, you were a Alaba for him, you were this, you were that. There is nothing wrong with it. So if by any chance you are an Igbo man and there are Igbos in our country, for which reason they've elected you to be their leader, be their leader and stop this arrogant way of imposing yourself on the people. And now Kwasia 70, many are just smart work or chance, where's who or bow a year Igbo hine. Because you want to get I never was a seminar. What home am Obiaba or so a hidden woman? No bones so hidden. No, I could to him. Well, you're smart enough to what I'm going to say, dear Naya So if you are a leader, even that you are not a chief, listen to me properly. Who qualifies to be a chief, Danny? Let's go and educate this guy under Article 277 and let him know who is a chief in our land, what the Constitution requires. Now, when it comes to definition of a chief, per Article 277, in this chapter, unless the context otherwise requires, chief means a person who, hailing from the appropriate family and lineage, has been validly nominated, elected, selected, and installed, enscanned, or installed as a chief or queen mother in accordance with the relevant customary law and usage. So you are not a chief. And Rimoshi case has established that. That it's not a chief properly so called. When you are a leader of a settler community, you cannot call yourself a chief. Then let's go to section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. That is Act 759. Young Conqueror, what it says. If somebody is not a chief and a person calls himself a chief, it is an offense. Per section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. A person who acts or performs the functions of a chief when that person is not qualified to act. Being a chief assumes a position that the person is not entitled to be by custom. You have committed a crime. So you cannot be calling yourself a chief in our nation. Talk less of saying that you are a king. What nonsense king is that? My brother, don't come to our nation and show us some disrespect. And we are not timid and cowards like that. Don't do that. We want to live peacefully with our brothers. I sometimes even feel like the Igbos have the same spirit as that of Asantis, because they are very dominating characters. Whenever they get to any place, they are very dominating. So I like my Igbo people. You get a point. For which reason, at some point, even people used to call me Chino doing KDS 111. My friends used to call me that. So don't come and create tensions between us when there is none. Imposing yourself, I'm the king of Igbo, and nonsense. If you were a leader of the settlers community, shut up and be the leader. And stop this arrogance of I am the chief, king of Debe and Debe. Kingdom where? We have fought for lands already. Ningo Pram, it belongs to families. So where are you going to build your kingdom? And who is going to allow you that? Are you waging war? The only way you can do that is by war of conquest. Have you fought any war? Who is going to allow you to build a kingdom? Where did you fight? Where did you fight to get kingdom? My friend, stop this nonsense. You are a brother, but stop this nonsense. Don't come to our land and begin to show on our face some arrogance as though we are some coward and timid people, for which reason you can walk in and do anything you like. You need to stop calling yourself a king. You are not a king. You are not even a chief. Don't do this. We want to live with our Nigerian brothers in peace. We love them. They love us equally. All of a sudden, you are trying to show some tensions and all that. Now to the Interior Minister, if by any means possible, this guy is going to raise tensions between us and Nigerians, and the people are not happy. The Ghanaian people are not happy. So if this guy is going to raise, please, I don't know whether he is even a citizen of our nation. I learned he's been here since 1995. If you have been here since 1995, the assumption is that you've been able to acquire some citizenship in terms of being a Ghanaian. Even that, the Citizenship Act, 2000, it shows who qualifies to be a Ghanaian. Whether you can speak properly a native language. An Igbo language is not part of our language. So we are telling you on authority, Interior Minister, if it's possible, deport him. He shouldn't come and raise any tension between us and Nigerians. We love our Nigerian brothers. Your arrogance and your stupidity cannot raise any tension between us. If you are the leader of Igbos, shut the fuck up and be leader of Igbos. Don't be calling Ghanaians and say, I have honored you, I have titled you, Gifty. Carrying yourself as if you own the land. You don't own any land. You don't own any land. Even on one Kasane brothers from a year, Kumasi. And then Bofidu, the brothers from Kumasi.
Ezeibu controversy, Ezeibu saga that's going on in Accra. Ghanaian youth protesting in Accra. I don't know when it happened, whether it was new or whether it was just an old video. But our stand here in Kumasi, Ashanti region, is that we owe our allegiance to the Otufo Osei II, the Ashanti Hine. Igbos don't have king in Ashanti region here, and we don't recognize anybody as the king of Igbos in Ashanti region. In any part of the world, there must be Igbo community as a kingship of Igbo. In Ghana here, we are not part of it because we have our king in Ashanti region. That is Otufo Osei II. And we are making everything possibly best not to allow this protest or this any of these things come to Ashanti region here. So it's my advice to Ghanaian youth: you have to think before you act. Ezeibu controversy, Ezeibu saga that's going on in Accra. Ghanaian youth protesting in Accra. I don't know when it happened, whether it was new or whether it was just an old video. But our stand here in Kumasi, Ashanti region, is that we owe our allegiance to the Otufo Osei II, the Ashanti Hine. Igbos don't have king in Ashanti region here, and we don't recognize anybody as the king of Igbos in Ashanti region. In any part of the world, there must be Igbo community as a kingship of Igbo in Ghana here. We are not part of it because we have
Danny, it's okay. Now let's come in and let me speak directly to you, my brother. What is his name? I learned Dr. Izzy BBB. You are not even, I don't know where you got your doctor title from. Let me tell you, we are a nation of laws. You came into our country. I believe so strongly that every person on the African continent is welcome to our nation for one reason. I am a Pan-Africanist. I believe in the unification of our land as a one people. But until so, when you come to our land, which our forebears fought for, you don't come in and show us disrespect. And when you have shown us disrespect, and the people are calling on you to do the right thing, you don't begin to pull in the hate speech. That type of hate speech. Then it's a video now. Bring it back and let me speak to him. Say that is xenophobic. So you are trying. Let me speak to him.
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana.
You are not a chief of Igbo. You are the leader of Igbo communities. You are not a chief. Stop calling yourself that. You are not, and you can never be. The Rimosi case is very assertive on that. You are not a chief because there is no bloodline in Ghana here that you come from as a chief, as a royal. There is no ethnicity in our nation called Igbo. Now, when you happen like that, even when you are dead and gone, you'll be creating chaos between the Igbo communities on our land because you'll be willing it to your kid. Whereas when it comes to leadership of this nation, it is by election. So don't be calling yourself a chief of this, chief of that. You are a leader of the Igbo community. If they've elected you, shut up and be like that and stop this nonsense.
I had the same story. A lot of people have been calling me, sending me links from Amma Ghana. He's called Amma Observer, and a certain guy also called Nitete. Nitete speaking Ghana, and Amma speaking English. And I've been watching those links people have been sending to me. I ignored them. The reason why I ignored them
see the exhibition of arrogance as if he owns the people. My brother, you don't own anybody in this country. I'm telling you. We love our Igbo brothers, but don't begin to create these kind of divisions and arrogance. It will erupt a bad energy in the Ghanaian people. When it does, there will be tension. And I'm saying to the Interior Minister, if the actions of this guy is going to cause chaos between us and our Igbo brothers, deport him. Let him go to his country. If you have given him citizenship by registry, we can revoke that citizenship and take him to his land. Don't come and create any nonsense between us and our brothers from Nigeria. What is that?
Saying it's never true. How come a blogger will sit down to say that Igbo King in Ghana bribed Ghana Traditional Council for them to induct?
So let's put it on record. Pause there. Let's put it on record. The Ghana Traditional Council has released a statement. He should stop calling himself like Igbo King and I think it is in order. Thank you, the Ghana Traditional Council. Ningo Pram for us to issue statement. Minister of Interior, deport this guy. Deport him. Because he will create chaos between us and our Igbo brothers. Deport him. Deport him. We want to live in peace with our Nigerian brothers. We want to live in peace with our Yoruba brothers. Whether you are Igbo, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Hausa, we want to, whether from Warri, wherever you are from, we want to live in peace with our brothers from Nigeria. Don't begin to bring this superiority complex over us. What kind of superiority complex is that?
Diaspora throne in Ghana. How can somebody who say that the Igbo chief in Ghana and all the Igbos are 419, that we used 419 system?
And Okatakyie Afrifa nsɛm a ɔka na kyerɛ sɛ schooling man no rate ɛyɛ history a kyerɛ sɛ atwam way back a kyerɛ sɛ ɛnya asɛm ketewa ɛna kyerɛ sɛ ɔnam so ɔde bɔ n'adwen ɛma ɛyɛ man no left right center a kyerɛ sɛ ɛnya asɛm ketewa ɔkyerɛ mu a ɔsɛ nneɛma a man ne yɛ no ɛyɛ ɔsɛ kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ crime ɔsɛ ɛyɛ crime because ɔkɔ ɛyɛ constitution ni mu a nneɛma a man ne yɛ nyinaa no constitution ni mane kwan ese wo se wotimi eye saade no na kosutie nsem a Okatakyie Afrifa mensa e de tudwa atese oka e de kire eye this man e fa eye ne self acclaimed king and the kingdom a opese usi no e ho
to bribe the council for them to induct us. First of all, that is a hate speech. Secondly,
okay, so hold on. So you see what he's trying to do. That is a hate speech. So he's trying to incite the brothers, the Nigerian brothers, for them to think that there is Ghanaians raising hate speech. Listen, this guy is a very dangerous character. We can't have him in our nation. He's a very dangerous individual. This is not hate speech. This is you disrespecting the people. This is you being in the face of the people. And the people are calling on you to stop being in their face. Stop imposing yourself on them. And you say it is a hate speech. Who the hell do you think you are? My brother, who the hell do you think you are? You come to our land, and when you are disrespecting us, we tell you that you are disrespecting us, and you say it's a hate speech. Which hate speech? Stop this disrespect. Our forebears fought for the land that we live on. Where were you when our forebears were fighting for our lands? And you come in and we are telling you that what you are doing, you create tribal tensions. And you say it is hate speech. Who the hell do you think? What superiority complex are you suffering from? Now let's move on. Let me listen to you.
The entire Igbo community and the entire Nigerians.
No. Nobody is talking about the entire Igbo community. Don't make it about entire Igbo community. Don't make it about entire Nigerians. Make it about you and your arrogance. Make it about you and your superiority complex. Don't rope in entire Igbo community. Don't rope in entire Nigerian community. These antics and theatrics, we've gone past that nonsense. We don't have any problem with any Igbo. We don't have any problem with any Hausa. We don't have any problem with any Yoruba. We don't have any problem with any Nigerian living here legitimately. But you can't come in and begin to suffer from superiority complex and say, I'm the king of Igbo and hate speech. Who the hell do you think you are? We are men, we are not cowards, we are not women. Now move on, let's listen to you.
She and Tete is saying what they don't know about. Number 4 is a hate speech that that can even cause xenophobia.
Okay. You see. Mutaka, I think you must take cue. This guy must be deported. Honorable Mutaka, with the greatest of respect, deport this guy. So when he says xenophobia, said ye see was South Africa, na ye pamo Nigeria na Ghana for shishomono. Now this guy is drawing our minds that because we are calling him to order, then it is xenophobia. He's going to cause xenophobia. It is your reaction and the way you are getting in the face of the people that has the tendency of causing xenophobia. You are suffering from superiority complex, my brother, and you better be one. We don't care. Listen. When you come to Ghana, you do what the law says. We are not me. I'm not like Captain Smart who follows the money. It's about the money for. Don't do that nonsense on our lands. We love Igbos. We love Yorubas. We love Nigerians. I have a lot of friends who are Nigerians. Don't begin to use your superiority complex to cause chaos. And it's about you. There's no xenophobia anywhere. It's about you and the way you are behaving.
Exactly. So tell him in the face.
If you're a leader, be a leader of the Igbo community. If you want to do your own meetings, do so. If at some point you want to do something nice to reintegrate all of them, do so. Don't come in this complex. We are going to build our own kingdom. We are going to build our own school, our own food, our own this. Then somebody was talking about Chinatown. When was the last time Chinese people said we are going to build our kingdom? If the Yorubas or Igbos want to live in a certain community, peacefully live there. It is your problem. Must you come and shove that in the face of the Ghanaian people?
Enti wey ene nsema ache so Okatakyie Afrifa mensa on for the record so no e de betu dwa ache se we dwa lie a obo na adwen ema eye Izembo the self-acclaimed Igbo King Okatakyie Afrifa was very, very, very angry and also blasting the man up and down, left, right, center. A lot of Ghanaians under the comment section were very, very happy. And some of them are saying, it's not like we hate Nigerians. We love Nigerians. We love Igbos. We love Yorubas. But this man is causing distraction between Ghanaians and Nigerians. So Okatakyie Afrifa is calling on the interior minister to deport this man as soon as possible, because the things this man is saying, the man will cause chaos and also fight between the Ghanaians and Nigerians. And as a peaceful Ghanaian, we don't want fight between Ghanaians and Nigerians. Okatakyie Afrifa was saying, we are living with our Nigerian brothers peacefully in Ghana. So this man cannot be the intermediate, the man that will cause chaos and also fight in Ghana. So they should deport this man as soon as possible.